Right now, Nigeria has so much striking talent that it could create 3 formidable national teams if striking talent was all that was required for success. But how do we rank Nigeria's top 10 strikers? This is a very difficult exercise outside the obvious that Victor Osimhen is the undisputed #1 striker at the moment. But is he always the best option? In his absence, who can be depended on to produce the required result? And in a scenario where we need to play 2 strikers, who is the best support striker to pair him with? In this video, we delve into the variables and indices that could be used to create such a ranking. Also, we will provide a ranking based on this as well as a recommendation for each possible scenario. Nigeria has long been a powerhouse in the world of soccer, producing a plethora of talented players who have made a mark on the global stage over the years. The nation's striking prowess is particularly notable, having produced such talents like Rashidi Yekini, Segun Odegbami, Odion Igalo, Julius Agahawa, Yakubu Ayegbeni, Obafemi Martins, to name a few. Unfortunately, we live in an era where midfielder depth is a big handicap, and the midfield and wide men have not been forthcoming with creating enough chances for the strikers to finish off. Nigeria must hence know the pecking order of its present pool of strikers and the right combination of frontmen that will yield results when required. Creating a definitive ranking of Nigeria's top 10 strikers requires a balanced consideration of various factors that highlight a player's skill, impact, and contribution to their respective teams. While there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, several sources, variables, and indices could be used to construct a comprehensive ranking. Some of these sources and variables include FIFA game ratings. The EA Sports soccer game ratings are often used as a benchmark for a player's skill level, and has often been used by players and fans to measure player comparative abilities. The most recent version of the game, FIFA 23, is the last game to get a partnership with FIFA and is a source used for our ranking. These ratings take into account attributes like shooting, dribbling, pace, and physicality, providing a standardized measure of a player's abilities. Scout ratings. Professional scouts evaluate players based on their on-field performances, potential, and consistency. These ratings offer a more nuanced perspective on a player's overall quality, highlighting their effectiveness beyond just statistical achievements. Several platforms exist that offer data of player performances such as Scout and AI Scout, but for this purpose we will use SofaScore as it is free and available for all to review. Market value. A player's market value is influenced by their age, performance, and potential. Market values reflect how highly a player is regarded in the soccer market and can serve as a reliable indicator of their worth to clubs. Market value is sometimes based on factors beyond the game and ability of the player. Hence, it's just a variable like any order, and hence is not given any higher weight than it is for accessing a player. Goals and assists. Scoring goals and providing assists are primary responsibilities of a striker. Analyzing a player's goal-scoring record and their ability to create scoring opportunities can offer insights into their effectiveness on the field. League performance. The level of competition in a player's league can impact their performance. Strikers who consistently perform well in top-tier leagues often demonstrate their ability to compete at the highest level. On the screen is the derived ranking based on collating the points from the individual ranking for each criteria. Number 1, we have Victor Osimhen. Number 2, Victor Boniface. Number 3, Terem Moffi. Number 4, Gift Orban. Number 5, Taiwo Awoniyi. Number 6, Kelechi Iheanacho. Number 7, Odion Igalo. Number 8, Umar Sadiq. Number 9, Paul Onwachu. And number 10, Cyril Dessers. Please note that these rankings are based on last season's performances and may change based on performances in the new season. It is uncertain how the national team makes its selection of players for matches, but the table we just showed is the story the numbers tell. It is natural to select players based on how the striker fits into the game plan of the coach. People generally have a different opinion of the abilities of a player based on their personal biases, which is also normal. However, an open and transparent criteria for selection of players must be implemented that will assure more consistent performances for the national teams, putting aside personal agendas and biases. From the assessment in the table, the numbers tell us that Victor Osimhen is the current #1 striker in the Super Eagles, and there is no surprise here. He was the highest goal scorer in the Italian league last season with 26 goals, surpassing Samuel Eto'o's former record for an African player, and then added another 5 in the Champions League. He maintains a good start to the season in 2023 with 3 goals, while others like Victor Boniface and Awoniyi have produced equally good starts to the season. However, a few things may change down the pecking order along the way as performances in the new season unfold. The other story the numbers tell is that Moffi or Victor Boniface should be the obvious backup for Victor Osimhen when he is not available. It should be noted that Victor Boniface shows a little bit more aggression than Moffi, which might translate to more consistency in the long run. So this should probably be taken into consideration for team selections. Moffi does, however, display equally impressive technical skills, and on his good day is just as lethal in front of goal. Despite a slow start to the 2023-2024 season for Moffi, it is hoped that he picks up sooner than later to maintain his ranking in the team. For the support striker to pair with Victor Osimhen in a 2-man attack scenario, the surprising story here is that this should be Victor Boniface, as he had the highest number of assists last season at club level, much higher than any other player by a wide margin. Victor Boniface had 12 assists last season for Union SG before his transfer to Bayer Leverkusen this season, while the next highest was Victor Osimhen and Kelechi Iheanacho, with 5 assists apiece. Although Victor Boniface played in a lower league than the others, these are still impressive numbers, and his performance with his new club in Germany suggests that he is a player who performs regardless of the level of competition. Taiwo Awoniyi is a strong and athletic striker who has been in good form for Nottingham Forest at the start of the new season. He had a 7-match scoring streak that beats the record of former club hero Stan Collymore and ties the African record in the Premiership held by Emmanuel Adebayor and Mo Salah. He is beginning to make good on the promise he showed in his earlier years from his display at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in 2013 and his stint at Liverpool. It should be remembered that he has not been very prolific in the Super Eagles colours. However, if he builds on his performance so far this season for Nottingham Forest, we could see him possibly climb higher in our ranking. Gift Orban came into the limelight with his 20 goals in all competitions for Norwegian club Stabæk FC in the 2022-2023 season. On his switch to Genk in 2023, he came off the block smoking with 2 goals on his debut for the club. To let everyone know that he meant business, he followed this with 4 goals in the next match and a hat-trick after that. His performances have not gone unnoticed as clubs like Tottenham have come calling to make him a replacement for Harry Kane, but it is uncertain whether that deal will eventually fall through. He is obviously an up-and-coming striker that cannot be ignored in the reckoning for selection into the Super Eagles. Also, if he could play on the flanks or behind a central striker, he could definitely be an option for Nigeria. A striker like Kelechi Iheanacho can be lethal on his good day, displaying amazing shooting skills and vision for goal on occasion. But his bit-part appearances for Leicester City have not helped his consistency. Similarly, Cyril Dessers has impeccable finishing when he is in form, but he doesn't seem to have the physicality needed to compete in more physical situations, probably leading to his poor showing for Italian club Cremonese in the 2022-2023 season. His goal-scoring abilities cannot be ignored, however, as he was the highest goal scorer while playing for Feyenoord in the Europa Conference League in 2022, with 10 goals. These are just a few of the many talented Nigerian strikers playing in Europe's top leagues. Many others abound in fringe leagues, including youth players who recently moved to Europe and beginning to make a name for themselves. One thing is for certain is that Nigeria has an embarrassment of riches in this area, and very much needs the midfield depth situation to be resolved, so Nigeria can get to the maximum level that it can during the time of these generation of players. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Also, please leave a comment and let us know what you think about our ranking and whether you have an alternative ranking. Do let us know what additional criteria you used for your ranking if different from ours. See you in the next video.